What's going on, Shiny Crew? I'm TheSilverSlasher, and at the end of last year, I made a little bit of a theory video discussing how I think Mega Evolution might come back in Gen 8. And ever since that video, I've just been kind of thinking a lot about how much I love Mega Evolution as a concept. Giving Pokemon an upgrade that lets them go even further beyond their limits is amazing, and definitely still something I hope we see again in the future. In this video though, I want to focus on Mega Evolutions that we already know about. So it's time to count down my personal, opinionated top 10 Mega Evolutions. Do I need to say opinionated again? I don't think so, but I guess I will. It's opinionated. It's my opinion. You can let me know yours in the comments. Number 10, Mega Gengar. As the only fully evolved ghost type in Gen 1, it's felt as though each time a new generation comes out with a ghost Pokemon, Gengar has to kinda defend his throne, and with Mega Gengar that's a heck of a lot easier. You never really think about how goofy normal Gengar looks until you see how downright evil Mega Gengar looks. Actually, I don't know if evil is the right word, cause that boy still has a smile on his face. I love how he's almost connected to the ground as if he's still part of a shadow or something. Also, the shiny version is pretty dang awesome, at least better than normal Gengar. Seriously, why do they do this? Either way, Mega Gengar is probably the best upgrade Gengar could have possibly gotten, and that's why he's leading this list. Number 9, Mega Absol. Now here's one that I think may be a little unpopular. Mega Absol is freaking cool. Absol has got to be one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon as is, but this Mega Evolution takes it to a whole new level. Considering how much I usually don't like hair being like this on a Pokemon, it's really a shock that I'm so into it here. The wings, while I guess a tad random, are a super cool addition. If you didn't know, Absol is kind of considered to be a bringer of disaster, as in, wherever it goes, bad things happen. And that means turning it into a freaking angel of death was probably the coolest thing possible. It's funny, because I definitely like this one more than Gengar, but I don't feel like I really have as much to say about it. It's a much more simple Mega Evolution, and focuses more on accentuating aspects of Absol, rather than changing too much, and I admit, I'm a sucker for simplicity. So, yeah. Oh my god, it's an earthquake! Absol, get off the screen! Number 8, Mega Sceptile. Mega Sceptile is easily the best Christmas-themed Pokemon, but I suppose that's not saying too much. Sceptile's tail is easily its best and most notable feature, so it makes perfect sense that it would be brought to the forefront with this Mega Evolution. As many of you know, I am not the biggest fan of the 3DS era models, especially on Pokemon that I like, but Mega Sceptile is one big ol' exception to that. I love that in Sceptile's normal form, he looks as though his fighting style is very close and that he'll be attacking you in this way, but once he gets that almighty tail, he turns his back to you, forcing you to come face to branch with his most powerful weapon. I also love that he can fire it off like a cannon for some attacks. That's just so cool. It's best to watch out for Mega Sceptile, or he'll deck your halls, bub. Number 7, Mega Swampert. 2 starters from the same generation back to back. Isn't that something? Mega Swampert is so great. Looking at Swampert, it's not the kind of Pokemon you'd expect to be on 2 legs ever, but that's before it hits the freaking gym, my dude. Look at this buff monster! I remember when Mega Swampert was revealed, I was just laughing my head off. I could not believe that they had done something so goofy or that it worked so well. I seriously love this design. And would you guess that these massive muscles slow him down? Heck no, boy, his speed goes up by 10 points and he gains Swift Swim, which doubles his speed in the rain. Honestly, I can't accurately describe the things that Mega Swampert makes me feel, but they're all good things. They decided to make a design that was out there, and to say the least, it paid off. He's definitely not the kind of Pokemon I'd want to fist bump, though. Number 6, Mega Gallade. Much like Mega Absol, a lot of my love for Mega Gallade just comes from the fact that I love Gallade already. I remember first getting Gardevoir and being so confused about why it looked like it did. Nowadays I understand male Gardevoir much better, but back before Gen 4 came out, I was just like, what? This is all Ralts can turn into? It was so confusing. Then of course, the saviors of the franchise parted the clouds and came in and cleaned up Gen 3's mess, giving us Gallade, an intensely awesome physical psychic type. Needless to say, Gallade was exactly what I needed, and I adore it to this day. But Mega Gallade though? It's some of the simplest changes, but it comes together to make Gallade so much more awesome. I mean, essentially all that was done was he was given some different colored blades and some sharper edges, but it just fits it so well. Gallade single-bladedly brought the Ralts line from good to great, and Mega Gallade single-bladedly brought it from great to amazing, and it deserves all the praises in the world for that. Number 5, Mega Sableye. Mega Sableye is by far one of the most creative Pokemon on this list, and it deserves commending. The gem on its chest explodes out and becomes a weapon and shield for it to use, which is so cool. I also like that it's translucent, so you can see his evil little sneaky self behind it. You may have noticed by now, but I'm a sucker for just giving Pokemon sharp edges, and yes, I'm fully aware of how funny it is that I say that, but for real, I'm not sure why it just always seems to make them cooler to me. I also think that Magic Bounce is just the most perfect ability possible, because there are just so many ways to explain it, such as his shield gem blocking the status condition or reflecting it back. Sableye is one of my favorite Ghost-type Pokemon, but I would not like it nearly as much if it wasn't for this Mega Evolution. Number 4. Mega Beedrill. If you went through every Gen 1 Pokemon and tried to pick which one was the most disappointing, the odds that you'd land on Beedrill are remarkably high. He's just such an awesome idea. Could you imagine a 3-foot-tall bee running at you with drills? I sure can, and I assure you I'd be running. The problem is that once you take Beedrill into battle, it really can't do anything. Enter Mega Beedrill. So, can I just end this now? Is this entry over? I mean, you see him on your screen, right? If I could describe Mega Beedrill with one word, it would probably be lethal. It went from looking like it could kill you to looking like it will kill you. Really, the only bad thing about Mega Beedrill is it still only has a base stat total of 495. That's not to say it isn't powerful though. This monster has 150 base attack and 145 base speed. I didn't even realize how astoundingly large those numbers were until I was writing this video. Either way, Mega Beedrill is the epitome of awesome. Number 3. Mega Scizor. Some of you may already know how I feel about Scizor, and those who do really should not be surprised in the least bit to find his Mega Evolution in the top 3 here. There are approximately 0 things about Scizor I dislike. To quote a previous video, everything from its design to potential in combat is of the highest quality. If you wanted me to fall in love with you, I'm not looking for a nice poem or a sweet letter. I'm looking for a stab, technician boosted bullet punch, you know what I'm saying? So explain to me in simple words how they were able to take Scizor and make it even better. This design floors me every single time I lay my eyes on it. It's taken the sleek but lethal look of Scizor and amplified it to the 100th degree. The claws are downright vicious, and I love the gray accents. A lot of Mega Evolutions make Pokemon look like they want to kill you, but Mega Scizor doesn't look ruthless, it looks serious. Like Hit from Dragon Ball Super, for example. He'll kill you, yeah, but he wouldn't just do it because he can. I think I'm personifying this thing way too much. Mega Scizor is just epic, and that's all that needs to be said. Number 2. Mega Pincer. I've mentioned many times before, including in this video, that I don't much care for the 3DS era models that the Pokemon have, and someone who suffers from this immensely is Pincer. Yeah, sure, I'll be scared of this chubby pill-shaped bug. Like seriously, the fear factor is one of the only things Pincer has going for it, and it's not scary at all. Oh good lord! If you were scared of Pincer before, you're probably unconscious right now. Mega Pincer is possibly the most horrifying Pokemon I've ever laid my eyes on, and it just makes it so awesome. I've said multiple times that these Mega Evolutions look like they would kill you, but I feel like if you crossed paths with Mega Pincer, your body would never be found. Excerpts from its Pokédex entries say that it skewers and shreds its enemies. You could not possibly come up with more violent or badass words for this, and it deserves it 100%. It also has Aerolate as its ability, which is a super cool one, turning all normal moves into flying, which lets you pull off some ludicrous damage. Unless it's on my team, you best believe I'll be trying to avoid crossing paths with this monster. Number 1. Mega Mewtwo Y. Yes, the first Mega Evolution ever revealed is on the top of this list. Mewtwo is one of my favorite legendary Pokemon, and for good reason. Not only is its design cool and its power extreme, but the backstory behind it is amazing, being born from Mew and genetically modified to be powerful, only to surpass expectations and become unstoppable. I know most people like Mega Mewtwo X more, but he's just so un-Mewtwo to me. I mean, his psychic power is what's through the roof, not his physical strength, and that's why Mega Mewtwo Y is undoubtedly my favorite. Its design becomes more simple. It shrinks down by almost 2 whole feet, and begins floating, making it look more like Mew than ever before, which fits it perfectly. To me, I feel like it's what Mewtwo would have been if it wasn't for all the testing, and that just makes me love it even more. And you wanted to talk about normal Mewtwo being powerful, how about instead we talk about Mega Mewtwo Y's insane speed, sitting comfortably in the 10 fastest Pokemon of all time at 140, or its special attack blowing all others out of the water at an untouchable 194. It's specifically designed to be about special attacks, and it's still sitting in the top 20 highest physical attack stats of all time. Overall, despite being around the longest, Mega Mewtwo Y is my favorite Mega Evolution of all time. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Did you agree with my list? What's your favorite Mega Evolution? Be sure to let me know in the comments. If you want more awesome Pokemon content, I definitely suggest slashing that subscribe button and checking out some of my other videos. In any case, this has been TheSilverSlasher, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.